must be some rule that I don't know about, because I mean, we saw. Do you disagree with me, Greg? Did he do anything that is wrong?
Not that I saw, but like you said, we're not going to get an explanation.
But from what I saw, I don't even need an explanation.
Shelton just got thrown out the last game of the year. He gets tossed by Manny Gonzalez. Going to get his money's worth in the last game of the year.
It would be so good to have this NFL style, so that they would tell everybody what it was they're looking at and what the challenge was and all that stuff. Maybe we'll get something later in an email, but right now I'm in the dark as to what's going on out there. Shelty obviously is extremely upset with the call.
The 1-0. Schwindel gets underneath it, popped up. Kisner late break, but Arenado falls and it drops in. They have a force play though at third, throw to second, and it ends in a double play. What else? It's a double play. But you should have infield fly in this situation.
I mean,
advance at your own risk with Arenado, obviously, to no fault of his own, falling down.
That could have been the best thing that ever happened. Not to mention that you got Garcia warming up, Happ coming up. Happ took Garcia deep last night, so if you're going to make that move, that's a little scary.
You advance at your own risk on that play. Should be 2 outs. And Mike Schilt will get an explanation here. Arenado's slipping. Thank goodness he's all right. Lands in fair territory. And there you saw finally the arm was up for the infield fly. Yeah. So Tommy Edman, he tags the runner here. So was time called at that point? Goldie knew the situation because you advance at your own risk.
You can read Mike Schilt saying, why did you call time?
The ball is in play. Time should not have been called. You advance at your own risk.
Absolutely.
Should be a double play. So the umpire, you could see though, he calls time, but the question would be, why did you? And Edman tagged the runner, give him all the credit in the world to understand that the ball is still in play. It's live. You advance at your own risk.
I felt like he just said, I know, but that's what happens. Unfortunately, it's what we called.
And you could see Goldschmidt immediately was saying, hey, tag him, tag him. And I think he's saying you're right on the infield fly, but you're wrong there. And now Schilt has been ejected. But that ball, when it lands, that's live.
As we were going to break, the last batter of the inning was Eddie Alvarez. Here's a look at strike 3. So that's a little bit high there. It's a called strike 3. Eddie did not like the call. Says what he says. And then there goes the helmet. Now, Manny Gonzalez, the home plate umpire, is not even looking, so he's hearing the helmet slam. So he was offended by the hearing of the helmet slam. pointed to the bat? Is he? I mean, I'm asking you to read his mind. Is he pointing to the bat as if to say you're throwing your equipment? I mean, I don't get it.
Yes.
So then there's more. And then Donnie comes out and he says that's 2 days in a row because it was Manny Gonzalez who was the one that had the check swing yesterday on Brian De La Cruz, who was ejected in the first inning, ultimately by the home plate umpire at the time. But Donnie does not like that from Manny Gonzalez now 2 days in a row. And Manny ejected Donnie as well. So now Eddie's out, Donnie's out, and Bender's in.
Kelnick went back to first base. I think he may have. Did you think it was a foul ball?
I think so.
So Guerra stepped off. Guerra picked him off, but he was going from second to first.
So there's Kelnick in there. Bag taken. You don't see anybody calling time. Ball still live.
I think somebody in the A's dugout just got thrown out. I don't think it was Bob Melvin.
Well,
that looks like a foul ball.
I was just going to say, you can very clearly see the foul ball.
So maybe Kelnick did know what he was doing. Huh? So yeah, you're right. The replay clearly showed that it was a foul ball, which means Kelnick just goes back to first base, but I don't think the foul ball was called.
And you can see Bob right now trying to explain to Mr. Gibson, whoever ended up getting ran out of the dugout is talking to Bob. And
now Bob gets tossed, and the problem here is Greg Gibson is wrong. He missed a foul ball.
Right.
So I always find that quite ridiculous that an umpire missed a call and he's now thrown Ryan Christensen and Bob Melvin out. We believe it may be Christensen, but somebody else got thrown out.
Bottom of the 10th, tied up.
They're saying it's too late.
Unbelievable. They're saying 3 outs. It's too late. Let's go.
I feel so bad for Davey that he can't go out there. That's hard to watch.
You know, if he could be, he'd be hopping pissed right now.
Strike three. Well, you could see Titchener has a very wide strike zone. He punched out Gallo and Judge on pitches that were clearly outside. And so it begins.
Well, the dugouts are a long way away here at Oakland. You can see this might be the only dugouts in the major leagues that don't have a railing in front of them to protect the players. That pitch is way outside for a ball. Joey Gallo, you know, he strikes out a lot, but he's also among the league leaders in walks.
Well, Boone has already been thrown out, so he's going to get his money's worth with Todd Titchener. The pitch to Judge was clearly off the corner. The pitch to Gallo was clearly off the corner.
Well, you can't argue balls and strikes. I'll tell you what, players like it when their manager stands up for them. And during my career in Baltimore, I saw this a lot. You know, this shows that the manager cares. This is an important series. The Yankees have a chance to put Oakland further back in the rearview mirror and really kind of a knockout punch for the A's, as they have struggled lately. But Aaron Boone's going to get the rest of the night off. You know, he got his money's worth. If you're going to get thrown out.
2 batters. That's hit on a bounce. Duffy to second for 1. On to first, and it's too high. And Alcantara airmailing that throw. Andy Green is going to come out and ask about the slide at second.
Question is, was it a bona fide slide? Did he go out of his way to make contact with Alcantara?
It was hit pretty hard, and on the delivery, did he go out of the way? It looks like he slid straight into the bag. So he did pick that last-minute move, but he's clearly able to connect the bag. But he does. The question is, will they call something like targeting? Is he going after him specifically? So it's an interesting call.
And normally, your shortstop in that situation would have a little momentum. Andy Green's been ejected from this game. I don't know if it's just a matter of arguing the call, or if Hallion's refusing to review it. Is that a reviewable play? Of course it is. We've seen that play reviewed. That might be what Andy's worked up about.